Hi guys, Susanna here. Well, I am here to do filming of my panel, and here's the picture of the panel that I have already done, and I just thought it'd be easier to show you the photocopy picture, which is what you get in the panels when you buy them at the back of it, just to give you a bit of an idea. So I've done one panel as a whole and I really love it, but I never filmed it. So Corinne's filmed hers and I think Tia has filmed hers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be filming me putting bits and pieces on this panel. And what I'm going to do is I'll just put that up here aside. I've got the iron on. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this bit here. So what I probably should do is you get your piece, and I am going to cut it off, and you're probably all horrified, but that's how it is, because it saves me having to have this extra piece that's in the way, to be honest. So then the next one I do, I'm going to have an individual piece for that, individual piece for that, and then this is going to be making, I might even, like what Corinne suggested, make like a horsewhip or one of those things. Yeah, so I'll just start with this, which I've cut off. Now, trying to keep it in camera, and that's why I've got these little marks here. You may not be able to tape that you can see. Put a bit of stuff underneath. I'll give it a bit of an iron. Okay, I've just got the iron sitting next to me. Just give it a bit of an iron so that I can it sits a little flatter. So I've used one of my coffee dyed panels because I like the look of that colouring. And what I'm going to use on the back, as part of it, as the colourway, is these colours. So because what I was going to do, I've already got, as you can see, I've already got one of these bags, and I probably really don't need another one. But I wanted to revisit it, and I've got all these colours here, and that I've used in here, and I've got some of those pieces left plus little scraps. So these are the colours I'll be using throughout my piece. So so I'll be using this. This is going to be the back. So I'm going to be sewing this onto the back, and then I'm going to fill it up with walnut shells. So, and I'm not too worried about it because this last part of this is already in my playlist. So the part 3 that I used to sew this on is exactly what you need to do with this. So it's not like I haven't got it there, and I thought, well, I've got this. These are the colours I want to use, so that's what I'm going to use. And it stops around about here, so I will probably cut that off, and I'm going to use that panel for behind my big pin cushion in one of the other pieces. So it's not going to be getting wasted. And I thought, well, I love these colours, so these are the colours I'll be using. So that'll be the back of it, which it'll be pretty no matter which way I do it. So if I get sick of looking at my houses, I'll have these. So what I am going to do is have that here, is I'm going to be doing a bit of painting. I've done painting myself anyway, and Dawn got inspired, like, hi Dawn, by what I did on my hair for my calendar, but I really loved what she did with the painting and stuff. So I'm going to do a bit of painting and also using these colours as well. So what I've got is I'm using this Streamline to do the houses. And I've got bits and pieces in here. I'm going to use, yep, these ones. Oh, sorry. Oh no, it's just gone completely skew. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I need to see where I'm in. There we go. It's the only trouble having this. It's great because it's low, but okay, I've got these small pieces which I got from Diane, which are perfect. Here's the one I'm going to use for the fence. Maybe that. That's the main ones I want to use for that. So, and then I've got some of these cutout pieces, like the flowers, which I was thinking of using, as well as some of the other beautiful fabric that I've got. So, where are we? On my original piece, I really like the way that I've used that lace, so I'm probably going to use lace on here. Perfect. There's my other piece. Looks like it's just been. This is the only thing, if I was to do your knees, you do your panels and you do your designs, and if you were to change, this is quite confusing, this part on the top. Oh, not big enough. Good one, Suze. We'll probably keep that for something else. Okay. There. Okay, that will work. That's better. We've got two of those little panels that works better. So, and then I'll probably do, if that'll work on there, it's probably too small. I do love this for the fence. How perfect is that? I'd have to put some sort of fabric underneath, but it just looks like the fence. So I will incorporate that somehow to it. So, and then this may end up being, do I go up or do I go down? If I go up, it's probably going to sit a little better, I think, even though down probably looks more like fretwork, if you know what I mean. So we'll just put that down a little bit. Yeah. So that's going to be the roof for that one. Get those bits going. So that was perfect. I really appreciate that from Joanne. And then this here, it has got thing two ways. So I'm going to get a pencil. And I'm just going to do the roof. Yep. Crooked as a dog's hind leg. It's okay. Actually, I can make it that yellow line. Where are we? Okay, so what we need, I'll do a bit more of an angle. So what I need is to grab some of this fabric. I was hoping I could use this colour, but I might use it on some of the ones down there. That's quite nice. This is where leftover bits come in handy. I see that would have been almost perfect for that. Okay. So what I am going to do is I'm going to have one of them as this, because I think that's really cute. I don't mind this either. Where's the bit that I've cut out? Oh, that fits in perfectly. So that's the bit that I want on there. So what I'm going to do is I'll undo this because I've traced it that way. Okay. Now I want it to go down that way, so that's how that will be. So this will be the no, maybe I needed to do it the other way. Have that off. Oh. Oop, don't go on yourself. There you go. Sorry. Always got to think opposite when it comes to heat and bond. Hope I'm in camera. Okay, so it is that way. So I need to take it off the top and leave the back. There we go. It would have gone really well if I hadn't have taken it off because it's sticky both sides. So get it off my fingers. Yeah, stay. Okay, it'll work, people, trust me. Just go into the iron. Okay, then cut away. Okay, so I've done this correctly. There we go. So I thought I'd do the roofs first. Am I in? Do the roofs first, at least that way. So now that it's being stuck on this page, this side, I can stick that down. And then give it a press. Okay, I'll wait until I've done this one. Okay, so where's the paper? that up with the paper so that it's the same here. Oop, there goes me water. And then I might do a little, only need a little bit for this. Oop. Okay, cut away. You don't need to do this if you've only got, with a lot of mine, I used baking paper, and you don't have to, you know, do the iron on. You just cut out the baking paper. Okay, just making sure that that is going on. Yes. So cut this. Okay. I might have it a little bit thicker than what it actually is on there. Okay, because have it facing down, and then I'll just stick it underneath. Yep, that works. Okay, so what we are going to do, hopefully I'm in camera, is get this. Do I get that? And just have the dark roof, and maybe have some pretties on the top. Oh, that would be nice. I'll just have the dark roof with a little bit of pretties. I reckon that's what we're going to do. So what I need to do is take off the top, this part, because it's got to go the opposite. No, come on. And have that going along here. I do like that. I was going to use this, but I can use that for another one. And then take off the top. Come on. It seems to want to do the opposite. To what we're telling it to do. And this is just the dark colour. Okay, so I will cut that. Actually, I'll iron that down. And we cut it. Okay. Kind of like that. It's got some pretties on there. Now you in camera? Yep. It's good. should use these ones. Those big ones are a bit big. But they cut one foul swoop, which is better. Okay. Now we are going to go in like that, and it goes on a bit of an angle. So I'll cut that on an angle. Then take the paper off. Sorry, concentration. Ugh. Because I've, I've coffee dyed this, but even if you haven't coffee dyed it, it's still a really nice colour. And you don't need to colour in the houses. So if you're doing it the way, I think Corinne does a lot of extra stuff where you like colouring in that with the houses, but this way you don't really need it. I might have it going on a bit of an angle as well. There we go. Okay, but we're still going to stitch that down. So I won't need it on here because I'm using the lace. So I'll be back. I'm just going to iron those down so that I know they are staying. Okay. Oh, there goes my mobile. Okay, oh, it's looking good already. So I'll move this over so we're more in the centre. That's the only thing with the iPad. We haven't got as much room. It just sort of is quite low. Okay, there's my phone. I might just turn it off. Okay, onto. Okay, now, so what I'm going to do is get some bits and pieces. I want to paint. So I've got, so they're the blues that I'm going to use in that, but I want to use sort of reddy colours. So I've got, see, we've got reddy pinky colours, which is what I've got in there. I've got all these, and I bought some really nice fabrics from the Retreat. There we go. And the reason why I bought these, because they matched these, and I was thinking of cutting out the little flowers to put in the flower garden. So they're going to go there, and this is left over from that ABC thing, so that might go in there. Okay, and some of this really pretty soft fabric. So yeah, all this stuff is going to go into play, but for now we are going to be working on doing some watercolor. There it is. So you can either get your watercolor paints or you can get your ink tints. So I've got the poppy red. What else we got? Got the white. I've got bright blue, and this should be iris blue. Yep. This is a metallic colour, and then this is Shiraz, and this is another metallic-y colour. So what are we going to do is do a little bit of painting. Now we've got greens as well. That's field green, leaf green. I might add some mustard and bark. Is this bark? Baked earth, red chili. Aha, chili red. So, I'll just use this. Need to get a bit of a sharp point. Now with your Inktense pencils or even your watercolour pencils, it's a lot easier to control. So yeah, it's a much better way that we can control our pencils. So I was actually thinking, where is it? Below. I was thinking of stitching on some of the houses. That one. Some of the stuff in the windows. That. This is like a greeny colour. Mustard. We got the yellow. Bit of yellow in the window. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've got, where is it? My little, oh goodness, I'm sure it was here. My little palette. Here it is. Okay. So what you do is you get your spray and your water. Oh, look what's happened to my yellow. I'm going to have to fix that. Okay. I could always put it in there and use it. That works. Now with the Inktense, you've got to be careful because it's actually ink. So I'm going to just do just a little bit of yellow in the windows. So this is a different way of doing it. Use what you've got. And I'm not going all the way to the edge because it will bleed. And I might even just have it like just light, so that way you don't need to do it in all of it because light doesn't go all the way to the edge. Okay, a little bit more. When I was with the girls in the retreat, I gave them, where is it? These little things, and I got them to put the colours in here. And this is watercolour. Yep. There we go. And which I gave them in this little container, and you can use that on your work. Okay. Okay, a bit darker in here. It always dries just that little bit lighter. So it gives it the appearance of being a light on. Then I might get maybe a bit of this colour. So I might spray a bit of water in there. And then just do a little bit of a highlight around the windows. And because it's wet, it'll bleed a little bit. Definitely have more control, so I might colour in the bottom here. And if you go over a bit, it's all good. So it gives it a real paintery, you know, artistic look. Keep it in camera, yep. Probably a bit too wet, but that's okay. I go along there like this. Got a bit of, it's so much easier to control with a pencil rather than paint. But then where's my, it does activate with water. So you can activate it a little bit. Okay. It gives it a real rusticy. I've got some of these stuff somewhere, and it does go over. If you do it quick enough, you might be able to grab it, but if you don't, it's okay too. You don't like it going in a certain way. Okay, just here, it's gone over a little bit. Clean my brush, wet it, dab it in. It's all good. Even if it has gone over a bit, it's all good. Now we might want a bit of a darker door, maybe even a red door. Okay. So, what's this, Poppy or Shiraz? Poppy. What do you think? Just a slight reddish door. And maybe a bit of a red awning. So if you want it to go in a bit further, you wet it, and as you can see, it's called Inktense for a reason, because it's pretty intense colour. So, but I kind of like it. So what I might do, I'm supposed to take off that whole lot, is dab that in, is I might do the inside of that. I might see if I can find a matching blue and have a little bit of a blue, a light blue. Where are we? Where are we? To try and match the doors. I can hear something. Don't know what it is. Something outside. Okay, now this might be a little dark, so I'm going to go over it with white before I wet it. And hopefully it will dye that down. Here's hoping. Move it over because it's got a bit of red underneath. Oh, it must have been a motorbike, that's what I heard. Okay, so it's sort of gotten this bluey door. And it's, you know, bled over a little bit, but I'm not too worried. I think it looks alright. Gives it the artistic look, doesn't it? That's cute. So, if I think it's not blue enough, just sometimes you can just grab a little bit off the actual thing. And it's got the number 21, which what colour are we going to do? Oh my goodness, it's really bled. It's so annoying. You have to be really careful, but it's all good. Really bugs you. You can always go over it with a white. Which will help blend it in a little bit. There we go. And I'll go back over that with a red to make the roof stand out a little more. Okay. Now, what I'll probably do is get some green. Is this green? Leaf green. Yeah, it's a fairly good colour green. Okay. And spread that out. Hopefully you guys can see that. So you just do a little bit of that on the inside. And then spread it with the, once again, it's leaking, so this goes to prove, really be careful. You know, where you want your colours. Okay, so what I might do is I might highlight a little bit with this green. Just a few highlights. And as you can see, you really don't need much because it bleeds. There we go. So, might do the same with this bush. Leaf green. It's supposed to be leaf green, seems a bit darker than that. Then get in there with the brush. The trouble with these Inktense pencils, they go on really light and you really don't need a great deal, which is good. Then I'm going to go in with it, just a dab, because it will bleed. A bit of a different colour. And this is the watercolour. So you can mix and match, mixed media. Want some more of that darker colour. So I'm just using the actual pencil itself, putting some more of that darker colour in, which I want along here. and I don't mind it going, having a little bit sort of underneath here. Just go along and add a bit of colouring. An interest to your piece. Inktense pencils, awesome. I love it. And I probably will go in a little more down the bottom. I might do a little bit of green, of blue on here. Now we've got to come back and stitch around the house. And if you think it's too dark, dab it in. I think that's pretty good. I want it to match the roof. How cute is that? I was actually thinking of doing a little pathway between the house and the baked earth, between the house and the fence. So I'll do that over here as well. So we've got a little bit of a pathway. Might even do it in the fence and coming out here as well. And might get a flat brush for this one. Where's my little bit? Just do a bit of streaking. There we go. Might do that. Okay. Needed a bit more colour. Maybe along here. So this is a mixed media piece. Now I'm getting you ready for next year's panel, because I'm probably going to do very similar to this to next year's panel. So when you've got, that will be one of your requirements, if you can invest in some Inktense pencils or some, you know, bring along your own paints, because it's a nature piece, we'll be doing a bit of painting. Okay, now this is bothering me, so I'm going to colour it in a little more. There we go. How does it look? Oh, it looks adorable. So I'll continue on, and I'm going to do, what I'm going to do with this is actually, where's that other little blue piece? What I would recommend that you do is, I've got all the small little pieces here. That's the one. I'm going to use that one. And how many minutes have we got? 45 minutes. Good grief. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same as what I did on the roof along here. If I can find my paper, I think it's gone AWOL. But you know, this does take a little bit of time, so that's why it's a long video. It's here somewhere, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, you know, just say that's the roof. I'll find the paper in a minute. And then I've got, remember, I've got these little bits, and I'm going to stick that over the top of that, and I'm going to have the roof. I wouldn't worry too much about cutting out that slatted part. I would probably cover it with an actual, so I won't be doing it in the roof, but I'll do it here. And then I'm going to have that, where's the other one? It's here somewhere. Anyway, yeah, so I'll have that there like that. So I will go away and do homework. I'll just show you that's what we've got so far. Yeah, that's what you've got on the back. So what you do is you take it to the iron, put some paper over the top, and iron down what you've done. And so that's how it will be. Okay, well, I've done enough for this this one. I can come back and, well, in the thumbnail it'll probably show you more painted stuff, and then in the next one we will be doing some, you know, of the fence and a bit of stitching. So okay guys, well, I'm very excited, and I'll continue on doing painting in the background, and I will catch you in a part 2. So it's going to be a bit of a long process, but I'm going to enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to get your panel on the website, which is linked below. Bye.